next, the world's first carbon-eating car developed by an Indian scientist. We'll get you his story ahead. Stay with us. You with India Positive. Time now to talk of a future car that does not look so snazzy right now, but that's only temporary because the car is going to develop and change. A car that eats up the nasty fumes it produces. The technology is simple. It uses algae, which many of you refer to as pond scum. In time, it could also generate the fuel to run your car.
When Dinabandhu Sahoo came to Delhi 3 decades ago, all he had was a dream to make it big.
I was a student. I came to Delhi the first night and slept at the railway station. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know where to go, what to do. I wanted to become an IAS officer or something like it.
Dr. Sahoo never made it to the civil service. For the past 25 years, he's been a botanist, working with algae, a form of plant life which most of us call pond scum.
1 kilogram of algae can capture around 1.8 kilogram of carbon dioxide and give you 1.6 kilogram of oxygen.
Exploiting that property, Dr. Sahoo gets algae to clean his car's emissions. Algae is poured into a container on the car. An attachment on the tailpipe channels the CO2 in the exhaust through a tube straight into the container. Because algae are small plants, they use the carbon dioxide, water and sunlight to make food. The byproduct? Pure oxygen. Sahoo made this rough prototype with about 25,000 rupees and fixed it to his old car.
The obvious problem with something like this, nobody likes a monster sitting on top of their car. But Dr. Sahoo says he's designed more aerodynamic models. What he needs now is more investment from the automobile industry.
And help they might, because algae also produce oil. Each kilo of algae yields up to 300 milliliters of oil, which can be processed into fuel for cars. Research into making this commercially viable is on internationally. Professor Sahoo believes that when that technology is ready, his own patented contraption will find many takers.
It's not necessary that always the good ideas should come from the developed countries. It can come from the developing countries. It can come from a very small place. So this is an idea which came, and it needs a lot of improvement. It's just like the first cell phone came in the market. It was quite large, and as the R&D activities went on, it becomes more slim and it became multifunctional.
While leaders at the Rio 20 conference offered more than $500 billion to cut down carbon emissions, President Obama offered $14 million for algae fuel research. Clear examples that all this is not a pipe dream. Dr. Sahoo is waiting for the day when his invention will let you clean up your own car's emissions and turn it into valuable fuel. With camera person N. Satish Kumar in New Delhi, I'm Jaimon Joseph.
We have more time for me to hand it over to Outdoor Karma. Also a peek into how we do things here on TV sometimes, but remember, not always. Over to you, Karma. This certainly is a dead giveaway. Thank you, Karma. In the studio, we are joined now by the inventor of the carbon dioxide eating car, Dr. Dinabandhu Sahoo. Hi, thank you so much for joining us on India Positive. Talk to us about the car. It's an interesting one, but the idea is very, very simple, isn't it?
Yeah, although the idea is very simple, but the whole system is quite complex because it took me many years of research to come into this simple idea. Now here what is happening is a lot of exhaust is coming out from a large number of vehicles. Now these exhaust contain large percentage of carbon dioxide, and which is the basic cause of global warming.
Right.
So my major thrust is how to take out this carbon dioxide and then convert this into energy.
Right. Show it to us. What you have done here is connected the exhaust of the car to a tank.
Yeah.
So what happens in the process?
So the exhaust will go into this, which contains the carbon dioxide, and it will go into this tank, and these organisms, after getting this carbon dioxide as a source of food, it has certain medium, then it will multiply and accumulate a lot of oil in this, and then you can take this oil and then process it and refuel your car or any type of vehicle. And also you can enrich the atmosphere with oxygen, because this box will emit oxygen. You can take that oxygen inside the car, because inside the car it's it's a closed environment. So you
wow,
can
so the future, you're driving your car, at the same time you're producing your own fuel. That is a possibility for the future. What are the chances of algae surviving in heat conditions like in Delhi?
In Delhi condition, there are certain algae which can grow even at 50 degrees centigrade. Right. You go to Rajasthan, it will also survive. You go to Mumbai, you need a different type of strain. You go to Kashmir, you need a different type of strain. So the whole system is for the entire world.
But Professor, also can't help but think that you are traveling with living organisms. So it's impossible to individually name them and keep them as your pets, isn't it, as you drive along the way?
Oh, well, it is a mixture, it is a consortia.
Right.
And we take this which can grow rapidly, which can take the carbon dioxide rapidly, and also produce oil rapidly inside.
So you can't keep them as pets, isn't it? You can't name them individually. It'll be a tough task.
It will be a tough task.
Thank you so much, Professor, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Well, you can see possibilities are endless with this. Carbon emissions perhaps one day will end. With that, it's back to you.